I'd hate to delay my plans on Argentina, but given my performance making my way through Paraguay... And we only have 25 days until we're done fabricating on Chile. I think I've overestimated my abilities here. And I also did pull a whole load of my troops from here, which is not ideal. Fighting across this river is unpleasant as well. Okay, well my problem partly is having only 3 divisions fighting here. I still want to be fighting from multiple directions. So let's try this. Are your planes still helping in Paraguay? Aye. Oh, the flight of Rudolf Hess. Flew off to Scotland to negotiate. Well, he is now stripped. Okay, with this we should have what we need to encircle. I think I'll declare war on Argentina. Probably not a good idea, since they even have mountaineers. But I don't want to lose my war goal here. I spent all that political power on it. And whilst we might not be the best, I don't think they're going to be able to push through us. See, they'll attack us, but we have the advantage there. We certainly don't have the advantage here, though. These Paraguayans are, they're putting pain on. I probably should have checked their... Okay, we got that. Tanks, Jake, tanks. I am producing tanks, but they're still not ready, and they are still training. I need to break through and surround what's left of Paraguay. Okay, we got it, to a degree at least. So what of you folks? You bring the fight to there, even though you have very little org, and you encircle. I really wish I had motorized or just something to help me out here. I also wish I had more manpower, but that's a dream. Okay, that shook them up a touch. They're still a long way from surrendering, though, unless I take their capital. Paraguay is not about to surrender. What an expensive war, though. Holy smokes. What a very expensive war. I think we're going to have to up my laws before long. And before long, I mean right about now. Service by requirement up to... I don't have an enemy that's strong enough for me to actually pass. All adults serve, which would effectively double my manpower here. Yeah, they're pulling out a whole heap of soldiers here, which is bad news for us. So how about you? I think... Actually, you need to be included in this province or else you won't be defending here. That said, you should really be attacking from this direction. What an expensive war. Oh, not Liberia. Why does poor Liberia have to get attacked by the Reich? The same Reich who is just cleaning up house now. And it seems the nationalists, well, for all their tenacity, they're going to be back on the map and they will win the Civil War. Just maybe. And the German Reich and the Soviet Union are still buddy-buddy. I wonder how the US is going to get involved in all of this. Okay, Paraguay has proven to be my graveyard. The losses I've seen here are scary. Jake, thanks for showing how not to attack with auto plans. Aye, this one did not go so well. Still, we'll have their capital surrounded, and then they're gonna have to go. Although I could, would, and should consider ploughing through with my own units here. We have quite a lot of them. It's just I don't think the push will be all that great. In fact, even the plan is telling me that it's risky. Friendly air superiority, yes, but large river crossing and our divisions are still preparing. I've been shaking them up with this a fair amount. At least we've become a jungle rat, so all this fighting in jungle helps out. Perhaps if I just get everybody working on this, we'll get there eventually. We got our nuclear research right. The time has come. I'm not seeing that 50% reduction there, but I could well be blind. I know it's the ahead of time penalty. Well, we'll do it anyway. Needs must, and I'm going to need that nuke come hell or high water. Ah, see, there we go. 216 days, that's more like it. So... Oh, I even burned through some of the guys. Some of them actually full-on died there. Okay, we're going to... I need these guys dead, but how? Let's see, I'll get you guys over there. The 8 can remain. I'm just going to delete this plan. I'm going to lament the loss of soldiers. I think that could actually be the problem. Is it actually just soldiers that we're low on? Yes, yes it is. And I can't pass that better law. Unless I end up going to war with so many more. Well, that is a pity. Now, I could disband some of these guys to get some manpower back, but just how much manpower are we lacking here? I think the answer is a hell of a lot. Well, where are those tanks at? Interestingly, they're almost done. But almost isn't going to cut it here. So if you were to attack, how's it looking? I don't like the fact that they instantly counter our tactic here. And yeah, sure enough, the stacking penalty hurts, but not too much. Removing these guys is going to be very difficult, though. They're very well entrenched there. And it's just going to be a murder on my men and equipment to fight here. Perhaps I should roll in with the tanks later, once I have them. Otherwise our units will just get destroyed. I should have passed better laws when I had the chance. Otherwise they're going to break through and destroy me. In fact, they did just destroy more of us. We do not have the manpower to keep this up. Could, however, start getting a bit more mechanized. Mouse over stacking penalty again, pretty please, Jake. Well, we're not fighting in a stacking penalty situation anymore. Alright, let's see if we can't push through here. I'm gonna have to... Oh, Jings. Rest in peace, Leon Trotsky. Barbaric. Degenerate workers' state of the Soviet Union. Yeah. Okay, now we are the ones that are cut off because they destroyed the units here. Troubling, but not something I can't work with. Let's have a bit of a strategic fallback here. If you folks want to make your way there, you'll be doing me a favor, really. And then again, if they keep engaging me here, yeah, this is far from good. The Paraguay counterattack is going to cause me a lot of trouble. Since now I have a river to get through there. Yeah, okay, Paraguay spelling my doom here. These guys are cut off and in severe need of support. Just declare war on all South America. What could go wrong? Jake, don't let my division die. Right, what can be done? It doesn't involve just letting everyone die here. Well, I have all these tanks. They're ill-trained, but they do exist. Would have to deploy them from way back home and ship them over, and they're not trained yet. But they won't be trained for another wee while. We'll get them trained at least a touch. Still, these guys cut off is nightmare for us. Operation Rescue them. Oh dear. Oh dear. Lack of manpower is dismantling me here. I didn't have that manpower to start with. And fighting my way through Paraguay without any decent armor is killing me. Well, there goes my so-called elite corps. Alright, well that was disastrous. And part of the problem here, well, one of the many problems I'm having here, I haven't sealed off this line against you. Okay, the elite corps are dead. Wonder if I can just get rid of them. They will be removed, everyone will be lost. I wonder if they will go back to the manpower pool. Yeah, there we go. That probably won't remain that way forever. Okay, terrible war, terrible losses. Capitulation time, Jake. Painful to watch. Yes, that was extremely poor by me. To think Paraguay would be the one to undo me there. Actually quite interesting how even when I'm on the defense, I'm getting kicked in just because my severe lack of manpower is stopping anybody from having any reinforcements. If I don't get better laws, I'm in trouble. All adults serve? Yes, they do. So let's get that manpower back on the field and start pushing back here. What do I need more of? Tanks, planes, support equipment? The answer is yes. There we go, we're getting pretty good at this tank making business. Jake, can you use your best general? Our best general would lose all of his traits if I did that. What I could do is grab half of them, stick them over here and give them the awesome general, and give them the same front line. It's gonna hurt our organization here, but it will have people fighting under a fairly competent man for a change. Alright. Jings, that was bad. Your manpower is dropping fast, Jake. Yeah, they're reinforcing though. Alright, France has recapitulated because once was not enough. And now we have the Soviet Union over in Africa. Romania as part of the... What was that? Oh, they joined the Allies. That's no legendary Romania. Good to see things going better for the Reich than they are for me. We'll get that sorted. He says as, yeah, he's... Jings. Paraguay can really pull it back, can't they? They also going down the all-adult serve route. Gonna have to make them eat a nuke at this rate. Perhaps we shouldn't have you fighting your way into the mountains. Jeez, those losses. Paraguay pushing back as well. This is troublesome. It wasn't meant to be like this. Very respectable by them, though. Fall back, Jake. Order a full-scale retreat. They are pushing. If I fell back to... Let's see, this isn't very defendable, but this is. Well, if I don't do it, a lot of people are going to die. So where do we defend from? If you hold that, and you hold that. Are these two provinces connected? Just by a smidgen, but I reckon they are. And then, Jings, which one did I make for who? There you are. Get to it. I mean, obviously I just wanted to show off the fallback mechanic. Just to give my tanks something to do. I don't think the tanks are going to magically change the outcome of this. But at least we have them there. You can be part of the super group. And where can we get you to? Over there. And then here. At least you did not open the Chilean front as well. Yeah, my desire to keep the Argentine war going was poor. A lot of men died, but that means I consider the peace table as someone who fought. Yeah, run out of manpower, run out of life. Still, Paraguay is a tough one to get through, since even when you get this far, you have this river and a lot of people to fight on the other side. I wonder if I would have been better fighting Brazil earlier, since they have a lot more open ground to use. Or maybe just holding off to get some armor. Well, either way, that's something I can reflect on later. For now, I need to survive, because they're going to be pushing through. Let's not allow them to capture all of our planes, that would be daft. Hang on, they're on this province, right? I mean, I could hold this as part of my fallback line. It's still mountains, so it's certainly not easy for them to hold. And it means I could keep my air force working. We'll see if I can hold it. Jake, Brazil's troops have almost tripled since you dow Paraguay. Yeah, the early easy wars. Oh, Jings, get out of there, lads. They destroyed so many lives of mine. Well, it's not mince words, it was me that destroyed them. All infantry and mech, go for it. Okay, let's not have you go there then. At least they're surrounded by mountains on all sides here. We are so beaten and bloody, it's insane. Okay, how about these tanks come and help us out? Not sure how, not sure where or why, but I'm sure they can help us out. Jake, capitulate? Ah, it's not that easy. Offer peace requires the winning side to be winning by at least 50%. They're only winning by 5. And they'd be pretty reluctant to do that, so no, I will not capitulate. White peace is... it is a thing, but not much of a thing. What are you guys doing? Get away. Jake, show losses, please. They're quite humiliating, but there we go. Not so hot for me. Oh well, I have no excuse. I just have to carry on and fight back as best I can. Feels a bit of a waste to use my research bonuses on these when they will work on nuclear tech. So I'll call Canny on those and get some better gun. I'm not holding this Air Force very well though. I guess part of the problem is that I don't have my... No, I still have air superiority in South America. 100% air superiority at that. They are still mincing me though. Alright, enter my tanks. Not particularly experienced. At least they're armoured, and I doubt the enemy has anything that can punch through my armour. Right, how are things looking in Europe? And in that case, Africa. Soviet Union and German Reich are on very good terms here, fighting the same enemies. Doesn't look so good for the Allies, but I think the US have got this one fairly well sorted. Jake, I leave for 20 minutes and chaos erupts. What happened? A very failed invasion of Paraguay and a very poor decision that I should also push... Oh, jings, that's rough. I got that as well. Right, you guys continue to retreat, but not where I want you to. Alright, tanks. You think you can make good use of this? Thing is, even if I plow deep into them, it probably won't go so well. These fellows have a lot of everything, and I'd be fighting into mountains. How can I go on a new offensive here? I don't want to just throw my tanks away to die. The famous mountain tanks. I'm not even sure how best to use my tanks here. When it comes down to it, their soft attack isn't anything to be too impressed by. But it's an armoured division, it won't be able to take many losses. Jake, how bad does it need for you to try a new one-shot? Could certainly try encirclement, but I can't, or at least I don't think I can completely cut them off here. Wait, how many do you have? 13 to 18. What if I try the ballsiest march on your capital? You probably still have it garrisoned though, and the risk of losing my, well, all of my tanks is great. Okay, what if we get rid of this? Well done, you are the new elites. This is your front line. But it's not the whole front line here. We're just going to have you take these, since this is reasonably well taken. Do not attack into that, it's not worth it. I'll have you folks move on this then. Jakey Guru down the desperate defense branch in land doctrine. It would certainly give me a lot more men, which I am severely running out of here. Which means it's all going down in Europe, isn't it? Yeah, I don't think that's how you Normandy. What do I know, though? Not how to win with El Salvador. Jings, it all went well until I touched the computer today. That was where it all went wrong. Gotta be careful. Oh my, cavalry. Wonder how well I can shoot them dead. Well, with this kind of penalty, not well at all, I rather think. Not worth the losses. But I do need my units to maintain the line so that I can try and push through. This is too tempting to pass up. If I ran through this, I would cut them off. It's risky though, but I'll try it. Jake, why is nationalist Spain invading France? You got me there. Okay, doesn't seem... Well, we're on the defensive, which should be okay, but I would like to cut these guys off. Probably could have made better work of that by actually taking the other side of the river, so they'd have a harder time working on that. What did Jake roll today? I mean the dice. That would be straight up 1 today. Alright, not getting it that way. Jake, given the game only gives you 12 years to conquer the world, don't you think spending an entire year in Paraguay is a bit too slow? Yeah, Paraguay was a disaster. What are you guys doing? You need to get back onto that fallback line. On the double. All adults serve, and at this rate all adults are dying. What a tragedy. At least we're blasting our way through these guys. Okay, I have something that resembles a plan, but it could backfire horribly. If I make a march on Asuncion... Well, the tricky part is I don't know how many units they have here, and they will no doubt be garrisoning that with something. Jake, ETA on the next batch of tanks. Well, they're ready, they're just getting trained up. There is a school of thought that says they'll get plenty trained on the battlefield, but they do take quite a hit in their ability to wage war when they're still in training. Oh well, we'll just keep them going. Those guys stagger away, hopefully nobody gets in my way. Come on, just try it. They are trying it, that's a scary thing. Alright, at least we have this held off by the meat shields. Dangerous holding, granted. But they're never going to grab this. Break on through. Now I could make a daring attack on their capital. But if I get cut off, I am scuppered. That's where you come in. Try to hold the line. Well, actually, why do that when I could just cut them off? They have no supply here. If I just held these two, I would have them cut off, and then they would die. And It's not like they're going to be getting through my tanks here.